In today's video, we're going to talk about the 7 financial tips from King Solomon, the wisest and richest man who ever lived. The goal for today's video is to help you and educate you on King Solomon's financial tips so that you can build a stronger house. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is multiple streams of income. I can't stress enough how important that is. Having multiple streams of income is very important because if something were to happen to your job, do you have another way to pay bills? Ecclesiastes 11 verse 2. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. That tells us disaster is going to happen. Something is going to happen and you need to be prepared. How are you going to be prepared? You need multiple streams of income. Having multiple streams of income is going to protect you against disaster. So maybe your company shuts down, you lose your job, something happens, 2020 happens all over again. Something is going to happen and you need to be prepared by having multiple streams of income. So now, let's say you did lose your job and you have multiple streams of income. What's going to happen? You're not going to worry, you're not going to, be stressed out because you have other sources coming in every day, every month, every week, whatever. So number 1 is very important. Have multiple streams of income. Number 2, be generous. The Lord loves a cheerful giver, someone who is generous. Proverbs 22 verse 9 says, "Blessed are those who are generous because they feed the poor." You see, we're supposed to use our resources, our money, as a tool to help other people. Okay? So we are to lend to the poor, to help the widow. You see, we are to sow our money into our kingdom assignment so that we can advance the kingdom of God. We should sow into other ministries and to sow into other people's kingdom assignment. The purpose of money is to advance God's kingdom. Okay? So the Lord wants us to give. There's a saying that I hear often is, use money, serve people. Okay? We can use money to serve people. That is very important to understand here. And that is what, when it comes to being generous, that is what we should use money for, is to help other people, okay? Number 3, greed is wicked, okay? The Lord does not like greed. He does not like pride. He does not like greed, okay? Proverbs 28 verse 25 says, "The greedy stir up conflict, but those who trust in the Lord will prosper," okay? Greed causes issues, whether it's amongst your family, friends, or people you're associating with doing horrible things. Greed is going to have conflict. There's issues. Proverbs 21 verse 26 says, "Some people are always greedy for more, but the godly love to give." I believe that when you're greedy, you're living in a state of lack, as if there's not enough. You want more for yourself, and which is all selfish reasons pretty much. And you want to have personal gains out of greed with finances, and that is not the way to live. It's going to cause a lot of stress. You're going to focus more on money, and you're going to exclude the Lord, and that's not the way you should live. The Lord should come before money. Remember, the Lord said you can only serve 2 masters, money and God. People are going to choose money over God sometimes, and that's just a horrible way to live. You're going to live in a lot of pain, let's just say that. So don't be greedy. Okay, number 4, which is get out of debt. Oh man, so many people are living in debt. Just in case I was in the way, you have to get out of debt. Debt is the biggest problem in America and amongst people who are using credit cards, who are getting loans, and they can't pay them back. And I've struggled with that, and I'm working on this too. Proverbs 22 verse 7 says, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender." Okay? When you are servant to the lender, the credit card company, the loaning company, whatever, you're a slave. You are a slave to them. Okay? So not only are you going to pay off your credit card bill, they're going to charge you interest. So it's like a never-ending cycle where you're trying to play catch up, but they're just hammering interest on you and you're being charged more money. So it's important to get out of debt. Or actually, the best tip we can get from this is stay out of debt by don't going in debt. Okay, now there is such thing as bad debt, which is credit card debt, and then there's, debt for real estate if you're using debt to buy assets. So there's a difference there, but that's a different conversation for a different day. So you don't want to become a slave to the credit card company. That's just horrible. Okay, the biggest problem in America is student loan debt. And this drives me nuts, okay? This drives me nuts because it takes an average of 21 years to pay off a 4-year university degree. So if you go to school for 4 years and you're going to a big 4-year university, and you're taking on debt, it's going to take you an average of 21 years. Look it up. I didn't just make this up. And this is horrible because think about this. Let's say you go to college. You go to college, 18, 19, 20. You're going for 4 years or more. And then you're told to work for 40 years. So you're going to be in your 40s, almost 50s before you even pay off your student loans, if you're even able to, because the interest is going to keep building up and you're going to have more money that you're going to pay. See, this is a big problem. And this is why multiple streams of income is very important, because when you have multiple streams of income, you can use it to pay off debt, get out of debt quickly, and solve your money problems. Okay. Before I start ranting, let's move on to number 5, planning and hard work. That is very important. Most people do not plan and they don't have hard work. Planning is critical. Proverbs 24, verse 27. Do your planning and prepare your fields before building your house. That is so crucial, okay? Preparation is the key to success. I'm going to say that again later on, but preparation is the key to success. Why? So before you build a house, before you build any kind of building, what do? You prepare. You dig a hole, you have blueprints, and you have a structure, you have a plan, okay? Planning is very important. Planning is the key to success here, okay? So you have to prepare. You have to prepare. So preparation is the key principle for life. Life, relationships, business. If you don't plan, if you don't prepare, you're going to get left behind. So plan for your financial future, okay? Plan, like based off of the things we're going to talk about today, I want you to plan for your financial future. How are you going to build wealth? How are you going to create assets? How are you going to increase your sources of income? It's important to plan and have hard work. Number 6, don't wait for the perfect opportunities, or essentially take advantage of opportunities. This is key here. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 3 says, "For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words." Okay? So your financial dreams are going to come through multitude of business. I believe that having a business is very, very helpful in building your financial dreams, okay? So the reason I believe that's important is because you have profit in business. And when you have profit, you're earning more than you would in, let's say, a job. You don't have profit. And so having that extra profit, that money, is going to allow you to allocate it to other things, such as buying assets, savings, investments, things like that. So it's important to have a business, I believe, or some way that you can make your financial dreams come true. Okay, so don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Okay, you might say, don't worry about it, I'll invest later, I'll build multiple streams later, I don't need to worry about it right now. I got plenty of time. I'm young, I'm 20, I'm 30. I don't need to worry about it. That's dangerous, okay? So if that is you, you better run, because you're in danger. Because like I said, preparation is key here. If you don't plan for your financial future, one day it's going to sneak up on you and you're going to have zero. You're going to have lots of debt and you're not going to have any assets. You're not going to have any money to your name. You're not going to have any money to pass on to your children's children. Get out of the mindset that, I'll just wait for the perfect opportunity. No, the opportunities are in front of you already. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4. Farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. And if they watch every cloud, they never harvest. So what's that telling us? If you wait for the perfect opportunity, it's never going to happen. You're never going to harvest what you don't plant. Okay, so waiting is a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game and you need to run immediately. So if you spend your money frivolously and you're careless with your money and you're just saying, God, I'm believing for a miracle, I'm believing for a financial breakthrough, but you're spending money frivolously, that is a dangerous game. Again, you need to run from that because you need to plan, you need to prepare, and you need to take advantage of every opportunity. So instead of asking God for a financial miracle and a breakthrough, take your finances, look at them, and see what you can do to manage your money wisely. Start saving, investing, whatever you got to do, allocate your money, and then ask God to open up your mind to the opportunities that are around you. Don't ask for a miracle, especially if you're managing money poorly. Ask God to open up your eyes so that you can see the opportunities around you to create a business, to serve other people. That's what it is. Your business is about serving other people. So ask God to open your eyes to serving other people and to create opportunity. Okay, number 7. This one might blow your mind. It is the first ever subscription to be ever recorded. So it wasn't Netflix or Amazon that created the subscriptions or anything like that. It was King Solomon. So in 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 14, it says, each year Solomon received about 25 tons of gold. Okay, so we have opportunities and now we're at cash flow. Number 7 is cash flow. Take a look at this, okay? Cash flow is very important. So the reason you want cash flow is because you want money to work. You don't want to spend your whole life working for money. And that's the thing that the American dream, buy a house, get your dream car, get your dream job, and then work for money and then retire. Retirement is not even biblical, okay? So working your whole life for money and never making money work for you is a fallacy, okay? Cash flow is going to help you to pay off your debts, to live comfortably, to sow into your kingdom assignment, to sow into other people's kingdom assignment, to sow into a ministry, to give to the poor. Having cash flow is important. So if you stopped working today, like you couldn't work maybe, or you just stopped working and you had cash flow, you're going to have money coming in every single month and you're going to be able to take care of your family and still live the lifestyle that you want to live and sow into your kingdom assignment as well as others. So Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1 says, send your grain across the seas and in time profits will come back to you. What is that telling us? Well, for one, King Solomon was involved in importing and exporting. So he would send out grain and then he would receive grain. He would receive money. So it's about diversifying your money. Don't put all of your money, like if you have a basket, you don't want all of your money in one basket. You want multiple baskets with money in different baskets. Why? Let's say something happens and one of your baskets gets wiped out. You have 2 more baskets. So it's important to diversify. Cash flow is important, okay? So diversify your money. Don't have your eggs in one basket. And don't tie your money to just one job. Because like we talked about, if your income is based off of one job, you're in trouble. You're in danger. You're in danger and you need to run immediately, okay? So you need to find a vehicle that produces cash flow. And by vehicle, I'm talking about opportunity. So if you have no idea where to get started and you're looking for an opportunity, you can reach out to me and I'll have a link down in the description. So you can join me. I'm involved in helping people protect their families financially with insurance and building their own cash flow bank. If that's something you're interested in, reach out to me and I can get you started and we can go from there. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And I really appreciate that for that support. Also, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel so that we can keep growing and getting, biblical principles out there to the world. And then comment down below what stood out to you. What principle, what point that we talked about today stood out to you. And then lastly, share it with somebody who needs to hear this message. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Stay blessed by the best.